Well,
Not Lena
well, well.
I
Well,
don't know.
well.
I don't know what conversation I walked into. I just know it was a
Oh.
serious one. Somebody's
It was
mouth was
so
wired
serious.
shut. What?
My son just got braces put on. So I
Oh,
literally just came from his appointment to get his rubber bands done. So we were talking about our own personal, you know, tragic experiences.
Yes. I had shark teeth. Yeah.
okay. Wow. You know what? That brings back memories. I had braces as well. I remember the rubber bands, they had to do the situation here, and then you get the rubber bands
Hmm.
that you can pick the colors. And then I didn't wear my retainer. Tell your son to wear his retainer. So then I had to do like Invisalign, and then I just said fuck it and did like a veneer situation, but it's not too crazy. You can't really tell.
That's where I'm
No,
at.
yours look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
They look
yeah.
natural.
Yes, they
They really
do.
do.
What's
Period.
up, everybody? What's up? Look. Y'all slayed me with y'all's live watch. Okay,
Woo,
took me
You
out.
slayed us all season. What are you talking about? We were
Lena.
slayed.
I'm
Our
I'm
edges are
I'm
trying
slayed
to
by you.
recover.
I'm.
We're
Oh,
not okay. We are not okay at all. Still.
we still reeling. We still are we at the repass? We still
I think we're
we
we're still in planning. I don't even we
uh,
have it. Listen,
y'all still making the food for the
the
repass. Y'all
arrangement.
Yeah,
We
of
still
still ordering
course. It can't
flowers.
be Smokies.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh no.
Smokies is it's it's fictitious, but we at some point here's my dream is to do a Smokies pop up in Chicago, but
Oh
the
my
food got to
gosh.
be like banging. I got to find the people so that way folks are out there like lined up with their Smokies and
Really wanting Smokies. Yeah, that
Yeah.
would
come
be
on,
amazing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
I got to make sure
Yes.
I don't slip nothing from season 8. All the writers send their love, their gratitude to y'all, to all the Shy family. I know we got people up in here. We got like 46 people up in here. We chilling. This the real crew. These the real folks.
Right, right,
Oh
Whatever.
right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And
These are ones
shout out to
that
all
they
the
walked out their
recappers.
break. They walked out of their office to the break room right now.
Come on,
Yeah.
come on, come on. They in the back. They in their car. They outside their car having a smoke break. Talking about, hold up, let me get here.
Okay.
Uh, no, to all the recappers, everybody. You know what I mean? I be seeing y'all. I hear the conversation. No, but I'm just so grateful. What I love is that y'all came together. You know what I'm saying? Like that. It's like you putting the unity back in community.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
what
I
Mm-hmm.
you
think
do. We just
for
trying to be
Yeah.
like you when we grow up. You know what I
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
it's appreciated.
Exactly.
It's appreciated. We can't be, and we trying to we still we going for a season 9, okay? So we need y'all to be
mean? We
loud
right
and
there.
proud and out
We're
here
trying to
with the
be in
signs.
Smokies on season 8. I can work the
Okay,
counter.
okay, here's the deal.
I
So
That's
mean,
we got
shit,
that's
I shoot
Jamie
my
Mama right
shot
there.
where
now.
y'all at? What cities is y'all in?
I'm in
Houston.
DC.
Classic. Go ahead. Where you at?
I,
Houston.
yeah.
Houston. Okay,
And
there
I'm
you go.
and I'm and I'm DC. So I mean, if you need me in Chicago though,
Ain't no.
A quick little flight. I ain't never been
I
scared
need
to
a
get on a
road
plane.
trip with y'all two going to
let's
Chicago.
go. Let's
Hey,
go.
don't threaten us.
Document it.
Let's
Of course.
go.
Of course. Now I
Look,
heard you
I'm
just
here
say
though.
that
I'm
you
here
don't
for
want to
y'all.
spill too much on season 8 though. But
Yeah.
if you could just give us like one word to describe what we are getting into, I gotta know.
Jesus Christ. We're working on episode 804.
Mm.
Um, I did bring us back down to 10 episodes. I'm sorry. I love y'all. No shade, no tea. Um,
Ah,
yeah, I
where's the
know because
16?
six was 16. The 16th season was
I know that was
woo
wild.
wee.
Yeah.
It was
Chaos.
Yeah.
like because here's the deal. It's like in television. I'm an old television head, right? So I
Mm.
and think about premium cable. Even though we're on a streamer now. That's the thing. We went from Showtime to Paramount Plus, and now we're
Yeah.
gonna be Paramount Premium. I think
Yeah, yeah, it's
now.
Yeah.
Paramount Plus with Showtime. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with Showtime, it was just 10 episodes. The first 5 seasons are 10 episodes. And here's the funny thing with season 6, there was like a new regime came in and we had 10 episodes. And because the show does so well, because y'all show up for us in such a great way, the person that was the head of the Paramount Plus space, who's no longer Chris McCarthy, he was like, I need more Shy. We need more episodes. And so we were like, okay. They were like, can we do 16? Can you do 6 more in addition to the 10? So we had already had our 10 like laid out. So we
Yeah.
had to then rejigger and figure some stuff out because we're
Mm.
like, okay, what are we doing for the next 6 episodes? You know what
Right.
I mean? And so then the next season they just told us, okay, it's gonna be 12 episodes. So we're like, okay, so that means it's about storytelling. So we have to do. So now our penultimate isn't episode 5 for the last season. It's actually 6. You know, so because that's sort of our
Okay.
midpoint now.
Yeah.
So for the season 8, I was able to have a voice. I said, yo, can we do 10? Because that brings us back to how we're sort of used to writing, where we write we started to build up to episode 5, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why 804 is killing us. Like seriously, like we've gone back on it a bunch because it is the setup to 805, and
Yeah.
805 is
Mm.
very important because we're 810 is going to be our finale.
Right.
And
Right.
Okay.
so yeah, and so I'm just sort of like trying to figure some stuff out to make sure we're setting things up. And so look, I mean, here's the deal. It's interesting because everybody's like, oh, Shad and Victor have alibis. Here's the interesting thing. All cameras don't catch all angles in hospitals.
Mm.
Okay.
Lena, not
Lena, you
today.
stressing me out already.
Okay.
Why would you say
Lena,
that?
not
Okay.
today, Lena.
All
Oh,
cameras don't catch everything, particularly
Oh,
when
my
you're a black
edges.
man. All right. And he wasn't with Tiff the entire time. As you guys saw, he was sort of
Yeah.
taken away because technically he's
mm.
Yep.
not her husband, her father's a child. They just kind of wanted to get her to a
Yep.
space.
Yep.
Not like we really kind of got into that whole marriage thing. And we really, about like if you're in a hospital, if you get shot, if you having a kid, whoever's
Yeah.
with you, it's just policy. They're like, is this a
Yep.
family member? Is this a
Yep.
spouse? Like, what's up? So it's
That's
very
true.
interesting of these hospitals. Like they got to go by the rules. And then with Shad, Nora is someone we're going to learn more about next season.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
good, good.
but it's again when you were only with one person to say like, hey, here's why I didn't do this thing
Right.
because I was with this person. You got to make sure you find that person. What if that person you can't find
Ah.
them? What if all of a
Oh,
sudden
my
they
eyebrows
don't want to
already
say they was
itching.
with you? You know what I
Oh,
mean?
she
And
got
you
my
like,
stomach
wait, what?
hurt.
No, yes, we
Ugh.
was.
That's
You said what?
true.
Yeah.
That's
What?
true.
No. Like, I don't know. What do you mean you can't find it? So there's a little bit of an element of that, of like sort of
Okay.
Shad and Victor kind of saying, we know where we were. And what I also love too with our Shad family is that y'all know stuff that the characters don't know in our show.
Mm.
And
Mm.
oftentimes it's like, we could have did a thing of like, we could have killed Alicia and not told you who did it. And then it could have been a mystery of
Mm.
like, oh, who killed Alicia?
Right. Right. Right.
And then also y'all know something Tiff don't know.
Mm.
Facts.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
what's
Yep.
so interesting, and as everybody thought, like, oh, is she gonna find out? I mean, see, I ain't trying to give y'all too much. It's just,
No,
I
don't
know
give
I'm
us
not,
too
I'm not,
You're
much.
I'm not, I'm
already
not, I'm
giving
not.
me.
But what's really cool, what's really interesting, which we've really, because y'all gotta understand, every season I was hitting them with something this morning on voice note. I was like, okay, like, hold up. And here's, I'll give y'all this. I'll give y'all this
Okay.
because I think it's fair. Okay, so I sent this to my showrunners today, Justin and Jules. Shout out to them. I want to tackle this thing, right? Like his deal.
Mm.
I'm childless by choice.
Okay.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
All right. But I have a lot of friends who have children,
Uh-huh.
young
Okay.
children, like babies.
Yeah.
Sometimes you know how you going to have dinner with a friend. Now I don't have kids. They do.
Yeah.
They run about 30 minutes, sometimes 20 minutes late, sometimes 45.
Facts.
And I'm like, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, girl, these kids. I was running her. I had to go drop her. Da, da, da. And so it's a level of like, I want us to tackle that tension between female friends where one has a kid and one doesn't, and
Oh.
how the person
Mm.
who doesn't have kids, us having to give more consideration, sometimes more grace
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
for those that do. And me not trying to beat myself up for being like, am I an asshole for being annoyed that my friend is late because they were dropping their kid out to soccer or because
Yeah.
they baby was pumping? Like, and so I just think I'm like, if this is something, this is literally what I do. Like my internal stuff, I'm going, if I've ever felt that guilt of being frustrated with someone because they time management is off because they got kids, is someone else out there dealing with that in their friendship. And that's
Yes.
really where a lot of us sometimes are coming from. Like we're bringing these stories to the room because we're like, if we frustrated or we agitated by that, then we know some people out there are. So
100%.
we I'm not gonna tell you who, but I think Keisha is going to have another friend who doesn't have kids, and she's trying to go because Keisha and Tiff are kind of bit like pregnant together,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and so Keisha like, oh, we want to have a new homie, but it's like, oh, she ain't got no kids, okay, and what does that look like?
Look like, yeah.
And we are going to address the EJ of it all, and I ain't gonna tell you
Thank
how.
you.
I ain't gonna
Thank
tell you
you.
how,
Because
because
Tiff,
we got deep though, because think about it, Tiff and Emmett were teenage parents.
Yes.
facts, yeah.
And so I think there's an element, even like for me, I have a very complicated relationship with my mom. I'm 41. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She wasn't a teenager, but there's a level of like, I don't believe that if you don't bond with your kids when they're young, I don't know if you have a right to a friendship with them when they are older.
Oh,
Mm.
that's good.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
I
So
mean,
that's
for real
sort
though.
Mm.
of like, so there's a level of Tiff sort of being like her being frustrated with her bond with EJ. And that was something we really had to get deep about.
Yeah.
Because
Mm-hmm.
in essence, Tiff is kind of frustrated. Like, you're my
Yeah.
son.
Yeah.
Yeah. You kind of
Welcome
saw
home.
that a little bit at the like baby
A baby
shower
shower.
Correct. We
thing.
teased
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
it a little
You
bit.
saw a little
We
bit
can
of
do
it.
tease
Yeah.
stuff, you know what I mean? But and look, the finale is crazy because I think a lot of people thought like, oh, is Alicia gonna come for her baby and this and that. Like Lynn Whitfield has such a beautiful run on the show. Shout out to Lynn Whitfield. Shout out to Yolanda Ross, who's day one.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Amazing. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? She's supposed to be coming back next season to direct. So she's still part of the Shad family. That's the exclusive here. I don't know if she's mentioned it, but we talked about that. We've been talking about that with her. But it was just sort of, we knew that would be a surprise. And the thing with, because people were like, oh, how Rosalind come back? We kind of are playing with that this new season. But at the same time, the other question too is like, I'm asking real shit in the room. Like, does Tiff give a shit who killed Alicia?
I,
Right,
you know
right.
what? That's a really good question, and that's something that me and Lady L, like we had the conversations we have off camera are like serious when it comes
We
like,
be in our own writers'
yeah,
room.
we really do.
Right, we
I
be
like,
pitching. We like,
l-
look.
look, seriously, like if I'm Tiff, honestly, if I'm Tiff, personally, I don't give a shit. I did I sign the papers? I hope Tiff did. Run me my money.
Some people were saying, did she stop? Did she stop? She did. She
Yeah.
That's what
did.
I
She
Thank
did.
said.
you. That's why
She
I'm like,
did.
she
That's what
signed
I
them
said.
papers.
She did.
Exactly.
But
Alicia
that
wasn't
was
letting
more
her get
that,
up from that table without signing them papers. It
right,
just
and that
didn't
was
make
more
sense.
for Alicia to
Yeah.
say like, hey, if something happens to me, and so
Right.
some people did kind of go, oh, is that foreshadowing? Because Mark Dark did. He was the one person that he had. He was. I'll give him credit. That was his prediction. He was like, I think something, and he even predicted Rosalind. He was like, this is one of our like YouTube, like it's a bunch of YouTubers who recap and predict and
Yeah.
have a
Hmm.
Yeah.
bunch of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So we sometimes we peek here and there to see how warm are they, how close are they.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But only one person was like, I think Rosalind come back and kill her, because in essence somebody could think we were trying to throw you off the scent. But we're writing like in real time, and so there's a level of like, we kind of thought, would Rosalind give a fuck who killed Duda, and we kind of thought she might not, but we knew Duda would give a shit.
Right. And
So
we
Right,
Duda's
did
like,
right.
see
you may
him
not
writing that
care.
letter at the table in before he died. Until
Right.
he said that, I
Yes.
completely forgot about it. When he
Exactly.
said
And
it,
some
I
people
was
talking
Yeah.
about,
like,
yeah, some people
he
was like,
did.
oh, this coming, they pulling inside of their ass. We're like, nah, it's like Duda gonna want his death to be avenged by
For
somebody.
sure. He
Yes.
was
And
that
You
kind
know
of
what I
Rosalind,
mean?
person.
and like I said in my review, she has it's not love, it's loyalty to Duda. They had a loyalty and they've always had that. They ride for each other. That love's
Yep.
been gone. But
Oh
we see
yeah.
that loyalty. And that's why
Yeah.
she pulled up the way she did. That's
It's
why
the thing that kept her
I would,
coming back.
I
yeah.
mean, what's interesting? I'm very anti-Shy spinoff. I just am. A lot of people are like, are you gonna do it? And I'm just like, I don't know how that would work, and I also just don't know if that's something I would ever want to do. But, and I'm just saying this, I'm having this real thought, real time processing. The only thing that would make sense would be like a prequel.
Mm.
Yeah.
And so it's
Yes.
like, do you have a young Duda and a young Rosalind, and you see their relationship,
Yes.
For
and then
sure.
and then what that would be. So somebody call Paramount Premium and see what's up. But like, if we did a prequel,
Because that would
because
be interesting.
here's the deal: folks have to spend money, because think about prequel. Even they do it with Raising Kanan. Raising Kanan is period. It's like
Yeah.
you got to pay for the period element. You know what I
Yeah.
Yeah.
mean? And that's a whole different thing, you know what I mean? And so it's like, and what we also try to do with the Shy is not dated too much. That's why we try to be easy with lingo and like, because the cool thing,
Yeah.
I love Southside. You know, Southside was
Mm-hmm.
this dope show, half hour comedy, but you know, but the thing
Love
was
it.
like they
Yeah.
were very specific to the time, to places,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
things like that. So if
Mm-hmm.
you
Yes.
don't live in Chicago, you may not necessarily be able to get with it. People who don't live in Chicago, ain't never been to Chicago, can watch the
Right.
Shy and go, I'm here, I get it. Because we try to focus
Yeah.
more on, you know, these characters than now. Because a lot of folks, as y'all know, people go like, hold up, let me get into the Shy, and they'll start today. They'll start
Right.
today and start
And you
watching
can't
Mm-hmm.
do
Archie.
that.
You know, and they
Yeah.
like, all right, I'm not mad because it doesn't feel too dated. You just see that the people sort of growing up and aging with the show, but we don't ever
Yeah.
want the show to feel like a dated thing. Like I love watching Living Single old episodes. I love watching the different world stuff. So I never want
Same.
to date the show too much.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Y'all got what burning questions y'all got for me? Hit me. If y'all want to ask the folks what they got, give them to me. I'm here.
I
I'm
have
at
a
your
burning
disposal.
question.
Come on.
I have a few burning questions, but I kind of want to go back to what you said earlier about just how, like, with the shot, and when we talked to Darnell and Keith's character, they said how it feels like family, and you really have
Mm-hmm.
built like an ecosystem with
Uh,
this entire with the shot period. I want to know, how has it changed you?
whew, okay. Give me my own legacy talk. Oh my God. You know, I never forgot somebody saying this. When I was in this thing called the showrunner trainee program that the
Mm,
WGA does, where they try to help prepare people to have their own shows, basically, because it is not for the weak. It is a big job. And
yeah.
someone came in. We had a lot of panelists, and they would come and talk to us. Obviously, we have run their own shows. And someone came in and said, having your own TV show is like being beaten to death with your own dream.
Mm. Mm.
Jeez.
And there's nothing more true than that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people think having your own show is fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's more of a responsibility.
Okay.
And you have to take things as they come. Because a lot of times folks say, well, why did they bring this person? Well, why did this person go? Why the moms that come back? It's like actors are people.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They're
Yeah.
not puppets.
Yes.
And so, like, it's interesting because we do our best to write such compelling stories or interesting characters where if, like, it's, you know, like Keisha's mom, say, doesn't come back from the birth, it's like, that's because that actress is doing other things.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
Right.
so I don't have a right to her life and say, hey, your daughter, your character's daughter, your daughter having a baby, so you should come back for
For
this
this one
episode.
episode, yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Or you know, hey, Alex, you should come back for this thing. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like that's just not how. And so, because it's so funny when younger writers or newer writers come and say, "I got this show idea. I got all 22 episodes planned out." I'm like, well, what if in season 3 you lose one of your principal characters?
Mm. Yeah.
Not by your
Yeah.
own choice, and you have
Then
to call
what?
Jacob Lattimore and be like, "All right, you about to be number one on the call sheet. You ready to roll? Okay, cool."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
and we shot there was an original pilot where Jason Weaver was playing Ronnie. You know, he's that's been public. We said that before. Like, and they recast everybody, got a new thing, new director, new cast director. And I always told Jason Weaver, I said, I'm gonna come back for you. I don't know when, but just stay tuned. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so you have to be nimble. You have to be adaptable. You have to be a leader who's learning on the fly.
Mm.
And you can't, you know, you can't be cold. It's like you, for me, it's like I've learned, like, you have to be sure, you
Mm.
have to be clear, but you still have to be kind, and you can't be cold-blooded about things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't let your own personal thing kind of get caught up in it. And I think a big
Right.
thing for me too is, and the cast know this, they know, I mean, I know you have the cast members on, like, I need them to be team players.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it means you get benched for a season and you come
Mm-hmm.
back. And also a big thing, I know this is not just me, but this is a lesson that I think is a good life lesson that I take, but I would tell anybody to take it. Nothing in life, I believe, is personal.
Yeah.
Nothing. And so it's just not. Like, how a person treats you has nothing to do with you, it has everything to do with them.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm
And
learning
Yes.
that.
so
Yeah.
it's like, it's so for me, like there's never any vendetta or anything like an actor goes away or whatever. It's just like, hey, we make creative decisions and all with the show, and we also sometimes or actors say, hey, I want to go do other things. Okay, cool. I'm not holding you here. Like we're
Right.
always like, yo, we'll let you roll. And sometimes also it's like in Chicago, like outside can be complicated and stuff, and it could be
Mm.
crazy. So we sometimes will have somebody show they got aimed by using a video game than actually being outside with a gun or her shooting somebody. Like we sort of like
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
there are certain things. And also I also like to me, I try to bring myself. I'm in here playing Connect Four. That's my thing. Rather than everybody playing spades or rolling dice, it's like what's
Yeah.
new, what's different. How do we make this specific?
Yes.
And so what I've learned about like me or what's changed about me is just that you have to grow up at every turn. You have to always be growing up. You have to always be the best version of yourself. And when you aren't
Mm.
the best version of yourself, own that, speak it,
Yeah.
and be able to move forward. You also have to be very solution oriented. I don't
Mm.
like people who like debate for debate's sake. I'd
Yeah.
rather
Mm-hmm.
be in
Mm-hmm.
dialogue so we can find a middle ground and move forward. Anybody that
Yes.
wants to remain in debate, then that person will be removed, or a person wants to remain in negativity, that person will be removed because we don't want that energy anywhere on the show because of what
100%.
we're
Yeah.
doing. Like we're literally going into people's homes. And so therefore I have to be careful about what energy I'm bringing into your homes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And as you can see, it's like I'm very thoughtful. But by the way, sometimes we'll be in the middle of production, middle of episode, like, oh, this person got sick, or this person has to leave, or this person got an audition over here. Okay, cool, we got to rewrite that, we got to change that. And some folks will be thinking
Yeah.
like, why they do that? Y'all want some da 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 da. We like, y'all don't know, but that week somebody got sick, or somebody had an audition, or somebody had to go to a movie, so we had to like write them out so they could go do that
Yeah.
and not
Right.
take their opportunity away. And we had to kind of rejigger, on our show to give
Yeah.
opportunity. So the truth is like people don't always know how the sausage is made. Our hope is that it just tastes good enough that you keep coming back to the table. That's my long-winded answer to
We keep coming back. We
that.
like it.
And I right. We look, I ride hard. I will argue someone down over the shot I don't play because for I've been watching it since January 2018.
Come
Yes.
on, dates.
No
That is
lie.
7.5 years of my life that I have been invested in this
Yes.
show.
Yes.
Me hugging you.
This ain't no game. Like
Right?
I ain't come on season 3. Stop playing with me.
We been here. What?
We've been there since
We built
Emmett
this
was
shop
selling
brick
the
by
shoes
brick.
in the
Gang,
truck.
gang. Let's go. Let's go.
I ain't
Brick by
playing. Y'all forgot
brick.
Emmett ain't always had facial hair.
Come
Okay,
on. That connected. What?
But
come
he did have
He was
on.
baby
wearing
mamas.
overalls.
Yes. Like, please stop playing with us. So I take it I take it personal when people come for the shop because I'm like, one thing I appreciate about this show is like people grow and we see the growth in this show. Like,
Yes.
here's
Thank
the
you.
thing. Y'all not in no shade to nobody that does this, but the worst thing I hate watching a show that I've invested in a character and then the next season comes and we have a whole different person that looks a whole different way. Like, hold on, that's not the same
A
no.
little shade though.
Like
Cause
who
why did you
I
do
mean it
that?
was just a little shade, but I ain't say no names. But
Look,
I'm
First
just
Prince
saying.
Mother did it and we survived, okay? They did it on Family Matters as well. They did it.
She
Come
went
on, we
upstairs and
survived.
never
They
came
did it
back
on Wife
down.
and
But it's
Kids and we
okay.
survived,
Hey.
It's
okay?
okay.
It's okay, all
But
right?
That girl
Look,
said she
come
went
on.
upstairs and never came back
never came
down.
back
And we
Please.
don't
downstairs.
know the story. But here's
We
the deal. Here's
don't.
my other thing I'm going to give you. If somebody comes for the shy, let them.
That's so hard for us.
Yeah,
Let
cause
them.
I be really
Because
riding like I'm in the show.
look,
What?
you should ride.
Please.
Let them. You know what I'm saying? And I say because I scrutinize scrutiny.
Okay.
Ooh.
So if somebody has issues, say, ask them like, why is that bothering you? What is it about it that bugs you?
Mm-hmm.
What is
Mm-hmm.
a show that you see that like that does a better job and why? Or what do
Yeah.
you
That
think
part.
that is? And so like to me it's always a conversation, a dialogue. And or also say like if they still watching, like say, hey, like I'm not mad, you know what I mean? Or if they're like, hey, I'm not watching because it's also fair. I believe everybody is right.
Yeah.
Everybody is right.
That's
Everybody is
fair.
right. And I think that because also in the show, like we have to have so many different viewpoints,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
about so many
Yeah.
different topics. And one of my favorite scenes to write was to help write was the scene, the dinner table, with Pastor Zeke and Papa and Carolyn and Kenya and her grandma,
Hmm.
her mother Renee, like, and them talking about interracial dating
Yeah.
because you
Hmm.
have different generations, you have different sexes, you have different takes. And what I learned from a different world, from Living Single, all the shows I watched, is that everybody's opinion should be in the room.
Yes.
Mm,
And we have to argue everybody's opinion,
mm.
Yeah.
all the way down. Even one that we may not personally agree with, but we like, hold up, we got to find the truth in everybody's opinion. And that's why the thing about when you are a writer for a living or you're an artist for a living, it is your job to have grace, to never judge, and to always see both sides.
The
Lena,
Lord's still working on me.
Lena, now
I'm
we
telling
came on
The
you,
Lord's
here.
still working on me.
Okay,
I'm
I
first of
hope I'll be
telling
all,
like that one
you,
day.
the way I feel
Zeke,
convicted now, I got to change up my thoughts
you,
and process with the comment section because I
yeah,
be ready to create a whole other page to come at people.
You know
Okay,
something?
no,
I
you
have a
gotta
whole other
let
page.
them.
I have one. So the
Let
Lord is
them
still working on me.
ask the question. Why do you feel this way?
Yeah.
mm.
Why? Somebody said, "How about Zeke, the freak ex-wife, and the white chick have a combo and upcoming season back because she was back?" We may, but here's the deal: we may. I don't know if you're gonna see Pastor Zeke and Carolyn next season. I'll say that.
Mm. Actually, that and you know what? The way
That's no
they
shade, no
did,
tea.
yeah. But
Yeah.
if we were the way it was left off in this season, it's okay. Like
Yeah. It
Right,
seems like they rode
because
off into the sunset.
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I love being able to take a storyline and creating my own. Oh, they came back together. They talked about moving in. They
Yeah.
talked about reconciling. I don't need to see that. I know what
Right.
happens now. So that
Exactly.
Yeah.
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 And we hear y'all about Dom and Jamal, but here's the deal. I I really appreciate their conversation about kids because I feel like it's important to me to show Black women on television that do not want to be mothers.
I felt
Thank
seen.
you.
I
Thank
felt
you.
seen with
That
Dom
makes me
because I'm
happy.
a black woman who does not. I don't want kids. I don't have kids. So I was like, yeah, Dom, we right here, baby. And then
And
like
yeah.
with Jamal, you could tell that it was like a trauma response almost. Like I almost
Wow.
died. Now I want to have kids. So when she asked him, "Do you want to be a parent or do you want to have kids?" and he couldn't tell the difference, I was like, yeah, you got some trauma you got to work on, brother. That's not the solution.
But
And
here's the
me just,
real, yeah, go ahead.
no, no, no. What were you
I
saying?
was saying, here's a real gag. When you are childless by choice and you talk to people about that, you actually start to have very interesting conversations about why people want to have kids, period.
Yeah,
Not just someone who's just been shot and survived it.
yeah,
But it is not just men. Like sometimes you talk to a woman who may have kids, they say like, well, I felt like I was supposed to, or I felt like I didn't really have
yeah,
a choice, or my husband really wanted to have kids, or my mom really wanted to have grandchildren. And it's such an interesting dialogue that I think we're going to continue to get into. But I love seeing. There's a lot of dialogue around that scene, that therapy scene with the two of them, and a lot of folks are saying like, I've never had this conversation. I've never asked
yeah,
myself why I want to have kids. I've never even delved into it. And some people were saying it made me uncomfortable, so like they fast forwarded or didn't want to sit with it. Or some
yeah,
people say I don't get why Dom don't want to have kids. And it's been such an interesting thing because again, I learn more from what agitates people or what frustrates them or what like they don't want to see. It's like, and for example, I think with Pastor Zeke and his wife, I think that storyline is just sort of come to an end, or
yeah,
Hmm.
I think some folks are trying to feel like what's happening with Papa. It's like Papa might move to LA to see Kev or
yeah,
whatever. Who knows? Anything is
Hmm.
possible. But I think ultimately the kids conversation is one I want to continue to explore because I do think society tells you it's something you're supposed to do or something you should want. And my
yeah,
question is always, why is that?
yeah. And I
I
also think that I'm sorry. What were you
No,
saying?
No, I just because if I don't say it, I'm gonna forget it because that's the way
go
my
for it.
mind works.
I got you.
But no, I totally would love to see this broken down more because I have kids, four, but
Oh, okay.
I am big for do not have them. Like, and
Yeah,
I'm not saying I love my babies
yeah.
down, but like, but no, I'm saying, and I mean that with the most love because
I hear you.
Lady,
You said it
we have
to me.
had this
Yes.
conversation before.
Yeah.
I will never come down on somebody that says they don't want kids. I
Hmm.
get it. Cause see, here's the place that I'm at in life right now.
Mm.
I have four self-sufficient kids. My oldest is 23.
Yeah.
Come on,
So
you looking
me,
young and
thank
and
you.
gifted and
I
black.
mean,
Youthful,
I
baby.
try. I mean,
Radiant.
Jesus,
I try.
you
But
succeeding.
But see, here's the thing. Me having self-sufficient older kids,
Mm-hmm.
but I have friends that have the newborns, and I'm like, I love y'all, but I don't want to come over there. No shade,
I
but
don't want to go. It's
my
ghetto
kids,
over there.
I don't need to, or like, I love y'all, but I don't know that I want your 3 or 4 year old running over here around my house. And I mean, I
Yeah.
love my friends,
Yeah.
love my family, and don't take this wrong when y'all hear me say this, but my kids can go in a room and play a video game, and they
Yeah.
can cook their own dinner, and
Yes.
I don't have to do nothing for them, you
Ooh,
100%.
know.
okay.
So I'm just at a place now. It's almost like I have an empty nest without having it. So
Yeah.
now
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm that mom that I have the kids, but I ain't got the kids y'all got.
Ooh,
My kid.
My kid's
So
different.
my kids different. And it's
my
not
kids
even
are
just the way
self-sufficient.
they act. It's how old they
Yeah.
are and what they're able to do that your 3 or 4 year old can. And so while
Right.
your
Yes.
3 or 4 year old is running up on, hold on, why they running up on my wall?
Ooh.
Get your kids. Just so there's levels to it.
100%, which is why I
Wow.
think that their storyline is important because we get to see them learning how to be in a marriage while in a marriage. It just
Hmm.
opens so many conversations, like even with Jamal finding issue with Dom, like having some self-care time. Brother, why did you upset about that? Like,
Come on.
but it's such an interesting conversation. You know what I
No,
mean? So
yeah. That's something we, as women, in our own private conversations or in the writers' room as well, talking about self pleasure,
yeah.
particularly for women, specifically in that space. Because the weird thing is, it's not an odd thing. Like no one thinks of it when it comes to men because it's such
No.
a
Hmm.
just a
But when it's a
it's a
woman,
natural thing. Right, right, right. It's such a
God
like it's like oh
forbid.
yeah, dudes do that. But with
Yeah.
women, but there's also this interesting thing, even having conversations with women, who are like, I'm 41, or like women who are like just younger than me, a little bit even older than me. They say that when they were learning about sex ed or even having those conversations with their mothers, that self pleasure was not talked about or
Mm-mm.
Right.
prioritized.
Mm-mm.
I don't
And
think it
Mm-mm.
was
now,
for me either. Now that I'm
yeah,
Mm-mm.
like thinking
definitely
Mm-mm.
back,
not. And
yeah,
not for me. Like, and who knows? It could be our age group. Maybe younger kids have a different experience. I do find
yeah,
that moms that are our age or our generation are trying to like course correct with their
yeah,
daughters and
yeah,
things like that. But I think that is something that we wanted to show that a dude, like especially a Vic Mensa type who is very handsome, tatted, he also like,
yeah,
he is who he is. There's an element of, oh, I am your source of pleasure. I'm
yes,
your only
Yeah.
source for it.
Yeah.
yes,
And so what happens is when like you find that you're not my only source, you are a source, but not the
right,
only one, and
Mm-hmm.
insecurity can kind of build. And so the question
yes,
becomes, why is that? Because if
yes,
you gone for a week or God forbid something happens to you, am I just now becoming the Virgin Mary? Am I not supposed to have pleasure anymore? And
right,
Mm-hmm.
but also it's like I want you to have my children and I want to be your only source of pleasure. And so
yes,
him having to kind of battle with his own patriarchal beliefs that he didn't even create, but yet he was indoctrinated with.
yes,
And so
Yeah.
that's why I was like, we
Yeah.
we in some trying to go into some shit because
you really can.
Yes.
You really can. I just enjoy like all the potential with their relationship because you see Dom still fighting for that independence while
sure.
being in a union with him, but you see him having this very like, I'm the man, I'm supposed to lead, brother. Gone are the days.
Mm-hmm.
And you married the wrong lady to think
Yeah.
like that, and you're having to learn that in real time.
But are the days gone? Because there are some traditional relationships. Because even with Keisha and Emmett, and people are very team Keisha and Emmett. They want
We
them to
love
Mm-hmm.
them.
survive. They want them to get married. They deal with a lot of kids. They have this house, and I really like their family. And we're
Hmm.
gonna give them a bit of. We'll give them a bit of a break, but it's some shit they got to deal with, because Emmett may be having to deal with his dad dating somebody new. He's gonna be dealing with
Yeah,
that.
we feel that. We
Okay,
feel that.
okay,
Ah!
okay. And he is going to deal with Tiff dating somebody new. I'm not going to say who. That I'm not going to give to you.
Yeah,
But,
don't give us
dealing with
that
that.
one.
And then, and Keisha is, trying to do her homeschool thing while, and let's just say one of his kids, Emma's kids may come back to the house so it's just sort of like, Keisha's
It's
sort
a
of like,
lot. Yeah.
I'm trying to homeschool. I'm trying to be a mom. There's also a new baby where we're honoring that. There's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be a new little Jada, bouncing around.
Running around.
She's
Yeah.
not
Mm-hmm.
gonna be. We're gonna do a bit of a time jump, but she's not even gonna be one. Yeah, and so
Okay.
it's not.
Good.
Yeah,
We were
yeah,
talking
she's not
about
gonna be
that. You
one.
said that.
I wanted the
Yeah.
time jump. Yeah.
We gonna have a time jump, but I was trying to do a full year. We're not doing a full year
But we
because
need a
of the weather.
funeral.
Wait, a
But
funeral
what
for
Yeah.
you?
What
No, here's
do
the
you mean?
deal. Child, we jumping ahead. The funeral will have happened. The repast will have happened.
I need
Okay, we got
that.
and I
Did you
get
not
the
see our
this.
hats? Did you not
Okay.
see us? We need that.
The funeral you won't see, you know what I'm saying? But you'll feel. But little baby Jada gonna be out here,
Giving
stressing
us,
Keisha out, so she's trying to
yeah.
breastfeed and handle her life. But Zuri gonna still be around. They're gonna have some
Yeah.
help. You know what I
good,
mean? And so
good.
I think that's the big thing. I think the biggest thing was Keisha was like, I need some help, okay?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
so Zuri is gonna be like, she good with the kids. You know what
She
I'm
is
saying?
good with
She'll
the
be
Yeah.
helping
She
kids.
is
out.
good with the kids.
Yeah, and Emmett's like, and I think a lot of people think that Emmett gonna be looking at Zuri, and shame on y'all for
I
that.
feel
No,
like he's
People
I don't see
bullshit,
reformed.
that at
and people
all.
change. I know. I'm
Yeah.
like, it was some people. It was some people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
It's
Lena,
always the
can
people.
you please let people know that that is not Emmett's baby that Tiff just had?
It's not. It's
I
Thank
don't
not.
even know
And
why
you
you.
this
Y'all
are
has to
funny
be
heard
as
it from
said.
hell,
the
dog.
source.
What?
I don't even know why this has
The
to
way
be
I have
clarified.
to argue people down over
Yeah.
That's
that's Emmett's
insane.
baby. That
That's
is not Emmett's
insanity.
baby.
That's insanity.
Thank
Literal
you.
insanity.
No,
Yeah.
no, no. Because we had one of my favorite moments in the shot was when you could tell there comes a moment in every I don't want to say masked life or masked person's life when and look, I'm not a perfect person, okay? I'm not gonna get my shit today. But at the end of the day, there comes a time where you got to be like, no,
Nah.
Yes.
no.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And he did that with
He did
Tiff.
that.
Yes, he
Yeah.
did.
And
And
Tiff
we
was kind of like,
never,
all right, dog. And then she was like, back with Rob. And I loved how we handled that because she was more like, nigga, I ain't even want you like that. I just was like,
I was just
I
trying to
just
see if
have,
I
want,
could,
yes.
yeah.
and he's like, nah, I'm over here. And they really did they big one. It was the parent teacher, all four of them,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
they were trying to be mature, like taking Ronnie, to Nuck to the place. Like
They
we
gave us
Mm-hmm.
really
Black
trying to
Brady
show,
Bunch. That's what
yes.
they gave us.
And when have y'all seen like Emmett and a Nut go take the baby somewhere?
Like, and that really touched me in my edges. I'm not gonna lie. It was just so, I was like, so cute. Even though Nuck stresses me out, Knuckles
He
Cage really
does.
Nuck,
stresses
He
me.
does.
Nuck,
Yeah.
Uh,
Nuck gonna
I
still
think
be here season eight,
he's gonna
y'all.
be in trouble next season because
Eee!
Roz just that look on her face.
Yo,
She's
yeah.
yeah.
Nuck. Here's the deal. Nuck has become definitely a sex symbol. I've learned a lot about
He
straight black
really
women. I've
has.
learned a
Yeah.
lot. Learned a lot.
Yeah.
And and the colorism is coming out because people being like, Reg ain't cute. I'm like, wow, but they like Nuck.
Nah,
Yeah.
Reg
I
is
think
cute. He's just
Barshawn is very
chaotic.
handsome.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do
He's
me.
cute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but people like, oh, I love Nuck. I'm like, okay, light skin with the smooth waves.
But I think that
Interesting.
Reg is handsome. I think that Victor is handsome too. Reg just has Black Air Force's energy just all the time, all the
Oh,
time, all the
yeah.
time.
Facts.
It's just a lot of
Reg,
chaos with him.
but
That's all.
Luke been fine. Luke been fine his whole life.
Oh yes, yes. Luke is
He
just
really
like out
has.
here giving some. Somebody just said no more Victor with trans women. Here's the thing that it was interesting
We
because
ain't doing
No, we
that.
not doing that because we don't
uh,
play about that.
Yeah.
no. Here's the deal. No. They I don't know if they've been disrespectful. They just asking the question. I'm not trying to come at
Oh no,
y'all.
we not saying them, but we gets with the people that try to be
Yeah, because
disrespectful
people
on that.
say that like,
But
But
okay,
but
hold
here,
on, no, we
as you
gotta
were.
listen to Lena. Let them. Let them. Okay.
no. But here's the deal. The question becomes is like that's obviously a bigger conversation. But I feel like trans people, not just trans black women. We still I don't know if we've had a trans man on the show yet, but we want to make sure everyone is in the frame.
Yes.
Black people in our community is diverse,
Yes.
is wide, and so I don't believe that all black folks clearly are straight. I don't believe that all black folks are assigned, agree with the gender they've been assigned at birth, and so we have to make sure that we are just because I don't believe in inclusivity for inclusivity's sake, but rather
Yeah.
doing it with a real intention to make sure everybody's in the frame.
Absolutely.
And I had a great conversation just yesterday with Monroe Elise. If you don't follow her, please do. She was on the show. She played Fatima's house mother. She was amazing.
I
And
loved her. Yeah.
yeah, and the thing is that we were having that conversation because what we also wanted to do was open up the conversation, the dialogue, that just because a person is trans attracted, which Victor is, doesn't mean he's not attracted to women who do agree with the gender they've been assigned at birth.
And
And
Thank
that's
so,
that
you.
was our whole
Thank you.
thing from the
That's our
beginning of the
argument. Yeah.
conversation. Yeah. So
yeah,
many
and
people were like, he can't like her because we never seen, and I was like, but he's attracted to women. So
Exactly. Yeah.
hello.
exactly. And so what we know is that conversation clearly needs to continue, and we're going to
Yes.
continue in season 8. And look, I think, I think change and growth is supposed to be uncomfortable,
Yes.
Mhm.
and I think that it's okay for people to sometimes have to sit in their discomfort. And I think that's really what, great art does, is that
Yeah.
it forces us to grow and forces us to shift.
Mhm.
And it's I was watching a really good conversation between Jay Shetty and Dr. Orna, and he was saying that, like, ease and comfort are the opposite of growth and change. And
Yeah.
so I'd rather choose growth and change over ease and comfort.
And
Mm.
that was really, I feel like the theme that we got in season 7 was this shift. And I saw so
Mhm.
many people in the comments talking about how chaotic it felt, but it's like that is what changed. It's an uncomfortable like feeling to walk through. You
Right.
have this whole power shift, this new dynamic that's going on. So I guess my question to you is, what were the themes that you were personally working through when you were creating this season of The Shy?
Whew, man. I think what's interesting. Life is chaotic,
Yes.
That one. Yep.
and so I think the show is going to be a reflection of that. Like, no one's,
Yeah.
unless, I mean, some people may feel like they do have a boring life, and I think if so, that might be by choice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so
For sure.
but for me, life is never boring. There's always
Mm.
something to learn. There's always space to grow. There's always room to grow. And
Yeah.
so for me, I'm always like, even like that, what I just said, I was like, oh, am I like frustrated with like friends who are late because they kids and doing stuff like, okay, let me
Right.
unpack
Right.
that. Let me get that in the show. And whatever the writers in the writers room are dealing with, they're talking about or wanting to address, they'll bring it to the table. And that's the thing about the creative space, is that you're working through some things. And I think a big
Yeah.
thing for sure with Emmett and Keisha, a lot of their conversations are probably some, conversations I've had. That's what you could take from a queer relationship and apply it to a straight
Yeah.
relationship,
Yeah.
about Keisha saying, yo, because, okay, here's the thing. I can be a person in a relationship that's saying, like, well, we hanging out. I'm like, why you on your phone?
Me.
Can you
Mm.
put your phone down?
That's
Can I
me.
can I
Okay.
have some eye contact, please?
Yeah.
And I'm on the phone, so I'm like, what?
Okay, so you that person. So you that
I'm
person
that
who is sort of
person.
like, you have to put your phone down. And then on the other side, it's sort of like, why am I being surveilled? Why can't I be on my phone? Like, what's the big deal? I'm here with you. I'm present.
Yeah.
I'm listening. We're talking. What's the big whoop? So I think I think sometimes those conversations, I'm always like, oh, is this me? Like, and so now sort of created this term of like, are we spending intentional time right now?
Mm. Yeah.
Or
Mhm.
are we doing passive time in this moment?
Right.
Or now we do this thing of like, are we taking a phone break? Do we need a break to check phone? And mind you, this is my shit. I'm like, okay. And so it's like, so I'm always like not afraid to bring that to the writers room, or
Yeah.
say, like, or I'll talk to a friend, like, hey man, your girl always been on phone. Yeah, she always scrolling, always looking at shopping. Like, what the when we hanging out? And so, and that's also, is that our ego like being a thing, like wanting, like,
Yeah.
you should be like only paying attention to me, or what it is. But the truth is, that is the frustration and the reality of being in a relationship with another person. And so
Right.
Mhm.
you got to just have that dialogue and create language for yourselves. Like, I've never
Yeah.
said, like, or even like, saying like, can I have some eye contact, please? Somebody may say, can you not say it that way? Okay, well, how would you like me to say it?
To say
I
it.
always say, I
Yeah.
always say my favorite thing is like, dream case scenario.
Yeah.
How would you like me to? That the fact that hasn't made it into the Shy yet, it's going to happen, because I can
Yeah. It
already
has
have
to. Because now
my
I
like
can't wait to say that to somebody. Dream
dream
case
case
scenario.
scenario. Dream
Yeah.
case scenario. And then the person said, like, can you say, instead of kind of some eye contact, may I please have your eyes?
That
So
is so like,
now I'm saying,
okay.
may I please have your
You
eyes?
can't have my eyes.
May I please have your
Absolutely.
eyes? Not right now. Okay, cool. So, it's just like that kind of stuff. It's human. It's the human experience. And so
Yeah.
that may be what I was dealing with, or having an argument, or like, me trying to decide, like, do I want to be in community with my mother as an adult?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Because community is something that I take very seriously, and I have to curate that community
Yeah.
very
Mm-hmm.
carefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so my question is, it's like my therapist was like, would you be in community with your mom if she wasn't your mother?
Mm.
Right.
Oh, that's deep.
Mm. That's deep.
I'm just saying, can we unpack this next week?
I know, right?
Good
I need to
Lord.
think. I
And
need to think
so,
about this.
That's
so like,
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
serious question.
Whew.
yeah.
Keep
And,
paying
and
that
that's
therapist.
what
Two
that's why,
things
I
going
love
on.
my therapist very much. I'll be writing, I'm like, oh yeah, right there. But that's why therapy finds its way into the show, or even like, like, or if I'm taking a break from, like, reevaluating my relationship with weed. And so therefore I was like, oh, like, how do we kind of play with that on the show as well? So
Mm-hmm.
like things like that, I'm not afraid to bring into the work, because I do feel like as an artist, I'm always in conversation with myself. And
Mm-hmm.
so the thing about, like, no matter what the conversation is happening about the show, it's valid and it's real, because it's based on where everybody else is in their life.
Yes.
So I
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
can't go into everybody's house and be like, where are you? Let me write the show in a place that makes you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
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 You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because for you, if you're in a place where you only want ease and comfort, no matter what we write, the show gonna feel like chaos.
Right.
Yes.
And
No
Right.
matter
sometimes it may
what.
feel like chaos, because it actually might have been chaos that week on set, and
Yeah.
with the cast and with us. And so it's like, that's just. But the way I look at it is, that is life. And the thing about a TV show, or if you're on a theater, I'm stepping into my theater era now. It's like, what I know as I start doing stage acting, it doesn't matter what the fuck is going on before I go on stage.
Yeah.
I got to go on stage. I got
Yeah.
to
Yes.
go do the show. And so it's
Yes.
like, if an actor's like, yo, I'm out this week, then we got to write you out. We got to adjust this episode.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then the audience may go like, why did this was dumb? I didn't like that. They have no clue what was happening that week. And so
And
for
all
Yeah.
of
me,
the
I'm
things
not
that
gonna
go
go and be
on.
like, let me tell you what had happened, and so and so got sick, and then she had to leave, and they
Right.
had an audition, and so and so
Right.
got a movie in
Right.
LA. I can't do that. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
just sort of like that also comes with having a TV show, because a lot of folks are looking, I want my own TV show. Okay, okay. But that means
It's
you're
Yeah.
gonna
all fun
have,
and games until it's fun and games.
yeah, you're gonna have a
So
cast full of people, not puppets, and you're gonna have an audience that gets frustrated that you've done things not because you say wanted to, but because the weather was wrong, the cast had to move, and then like, or maybe an actor, like, you had a whole episode written for them, and they like, yo, I'm out that week, so okay, we got to rewrite this whole thing, restructure, and shift the rest of
yeah.
the season because of that.
Right.
And so a lot of times, it's not, the story isn't always based on what we want, and that's another great life lesson. It's like, we ain't God,
Mm.
That's
we
why
just
that
writers.
song that you had with Toby, that
Come on.
I'm not God,
Mm-hmm.
that is my that's my jam. It had me
And to
broken.
juxtapose that with him
Yeah.
going in and she's sitting there like,
Yes.
I can't
Yes.
save you. That's not my job.
That's not my
Mm.
job.
Yes.
Because a
Yes.
lot of us think like we here to save and fix and help.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, it's not.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I always ask people, say, how do you need me to show up for you?
Yeah. That's an important question.
How do you need me to show up for you?
Yeah.
And if you can tell me that, then I can do that. But I'm not here
Yeah.
to fix you, to save you.
At all. That's your work. Yeah.
That's yours.
That's yours. Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
For
that's a serious question, and that's a question that perfectly goes along with grief, especially dealing with this episode with Jada now being gone and what
Mm-hmm.
Darnell and Emmett are about to experience in life. Because that episode hit me hard because
Mm.
that was my mom. So
yeah.
Ooh.
to relive that
Oh,
really
Don't do
like
it.
hit me hard. Don't you start that
No,
crying.
no, y'all
We
about to
already
get
my
me
been
eye is
through
going.
it.
sweating.
Y'all
My
about to
eye
get
is
me going.
sweating.
No, y'all about to
Right.
get me going. I hear you and I see you
But
and I
no,
receive it.
seriously, that's why that episode hit me so deep because I was Emmett running into the room after my mother
Ooh.
took her last breath.
I send you so
So
much love.
so it was and I thank you and I thank you for the writers allowance for me to have a moment to see me in that space because a
Yeah.
Mm.
lot of times when you're experiencing grief you feel like you are the only person experiencing it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So to have that moment where it's like that that was
Oh,
me. That was me running to my mother's bedside. That was me holding on to my mom and crying in her chest, and she was no
Mm.
longer here, you know.
yeah.
Wow.
So yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you
Yeah.
for sharing that.
Cherry
Thank you
off
so
the
much.
bone, girl. Why would you make me
No,
neon
But no,
baby?
that's why I think that's why I go so hard for the shy, because
Yeah.
it's not just it's not just like, it's not mess, it's messages within this,
Yes.
like
Yes.
throughout it,
word.
seriously, you
Yeah,
know.
the intention behind it is what makes me definitely show up. And people saying like, I don't want to watch the next season, but it's like because it upset me, and it's like you don't even realize that this is effective storytelling. You are
Mhm.
relating to it, which is why it's triggering you, but you don't even realize that these are
Mhm.
experiences that we've all lived and walked through to some degree. This is a show that you can see yourself in, and in the state of television and where we are now, these stories are important stories to continue to show up for, because they're actively trying to erase all of that.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't we, continue to show up? Like, even speaking to the scene with Jada and the candles, like just the whole
Mm,
symbolism
Mm.
behind, like, I thought it was a beautiful way to not just celebrate Jada, but it was like a celebration of Black mothers and the
mm,
idea of the matriarch, because like the one candle, and it's not the tallest candle, but it's the widest candle in a community or family of
mm,
candles,
mm,
to honor not just who Jada was, but like you said, you saw your final moments with your mother as well. So it was just a
Mhm.
celebration to mothers as well. And I think that the intentionality behind it is important. I don't
Nah,
I
Yeah.
thank
just
you. I
think
appreciate it.
it's
And look, I mean, look, if somebody say they don't watch their season, like let them
let
not.
them.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because I
Mhm.
think that's also fair. I think the cool thing with shows and series, and I can be like this too. Like I come in and out of Handmaid's Tale. Okay,
Yeah. It
like I
stresses
can't
Mhm.
me.
be in every season. All right,
The
Yeah.
I got to
ceremony
step
stress
out
me
and come
out.
back.
Yeah.
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 And so
Yeah.
I think that's fair. And what's great about the show is that these seasons are right there for everybody. So
Yeah.
if somebody
Mhm.
says, "Hey, I missed," or I'm gonna go back, or the internet, you ain't got no choice but to hear about it. So you may not watch it, you gonna hear for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And I think that's the thing. It's really becoming a conversation. It's sort of, I think the shy is sort of becoming like wallpaper. You know, it's
Yeah.
sort of a part of
Mhm.
our lives. And I think what I wanted to do is be a reflection of our lives, not an escape from our lives. Because
Yes.
I think people looking for an escape. My question is, why are you trying to escape your reality or your life?
Mm.
Why not look at it?
Why not
Stare
look
it in the
Mhm.
at it?
face,
Yeah.
Mhm.
because that's really the only way to address things. Like Baldwin told us, we can't change what we do not face.
Mhm.
So
And
anybody that
that's
says
nothing but
I
the
don't want
truth.
to look or I don't want to feel is sort of like fair. I
Yeah.
understand that. I have empathy for that. I think it's not how I choose to walk, because I'd rather walk through something than around it.
Mm.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
I hate it, but it's just a part of growing.
Yeah,
It's a part
Yeah.
it
of the
ain't
human
fun.
experience. Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't fun. Also, y'all coming for that size bed on Shad. That's the situation here. That's the thing.
Hear me
Because
out.
Shad,
I was
okay,
emotionally
gonna keep him a
charged.
woman, all right, even if he
It,
can't keep a job.
I mean, it was given dorm room. We just was
Listen,
concerned.
Shad
it
is
felt like a
back
twin
at
size bed in
Shad is
that
back at
moment.
Victor's crib. Shad is back at Victor's crib. He
It
don't
felt
have his
like a
That's
own
twin
true.
size
spot.
bed. I was
That's true.
stressing.
He in
I was
Jake's
falling
old
apart.
room. Why y'all doing him like this? Y'all ain't
Okay.
pick
All
up on
right.
I'm
that?
sorry.
He in
You're
Jake's
right.
old room. And Nora said she ain't care. Nora
We
like,
see
cool.
that
And
because
Yeah.
by
now
the
we in the
She's.
way, black
dorm.
men love Nora. Black men are like, ah, snap, she cute, she aged well, she this, that.
She do
I'm
look
hearing it.
good though.
I
She
see
does
that.
look good. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And she
Yeah.
loves him in like a old school 90s kind of like you ain't gotta change. And we live for that. But I wasn't
Yeah.
living for the twin size bed
It
right
was
after you
full. It's
just
a
snatched
full size.
a full size bed. My apologies.
Full
I
size.
wasn't living for that full size bed after you snatched my edges off. Listen, you couldn't even hear Jake. You couldn't even hear Emmett, but you could feel him. And now we in love. The
Now
next scene,
we over there
I'm
because
not ready for the love.
your brain is
I'm not
like,
ready.
oh shit, he going to work.
And
Yeah.
then
Spaghetti-O.
and then
Yeah.
and then he gets to work
And this is what he
and
finds.
loses his mind.
Don't
Yes.
even get me started when he got to
No, no,
work.
let's actually, since you
He
brought
what
it up,
yeah. Let's
let's
talk
get
about it.
started.
Lena.
So I'm gonna let you go first because I need to collect myself because now I'm emotional again thinking about
She's
that.
getting emotional. She's getting emotional. Go ahead.
You know I'm emotional.
And we talking about the final scene, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we
Okay.
are.
So, Lena, explain to me sitting at this round table
Come on,
and
red
why
table
are
talk.
we moving bodies, Lena? Everybody knows you don't move a body.
Here's the
Ooh.
deal. Here's the deal. You got both. You got both reactions. Nut comes to check on the house as asked.
My name Bennett, I'm not in it. That's what Nuck said.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's like, uh-oh, SpaghettiOs, I'm out of
Turn
here.
turn right. I mean, turn right back around.
SpaghettiOs is
So he's like,
crazy.
He said,
ah,
"Nope, let me get this
Let me go
shirt.
and
this
wipe
all
Let
this
me
store
all
wipe
you
this
off.
have to
down."
do.
That ain't got
Um,
nothing to do with me.
I think for us, we we thought that Shad would be emotionally distraught to see Alicia dead.
Right.
And also riddled with guilt
Mm.
Right, because he
For
wasn't
not
um,
there.
being there.
Yeah.
He
for
said
not
that. Yeah.
being there. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
also, where was he?
Laid up in love
Mm.
in a full size bed.
With
Yes. At the
somebody
dorm
new,
room. Yes.
Yeah.
full size.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
minding his business, and he also maybe kind of felt in his spirit and his mind, thinking like, I said I would protect you. I said I would make sure you were always good.
Mm.
See, and I kind of
And
felt that when I
what
watched it a
is
second
happening?
time.
And
Yeah.
I think he just sort of like wanted to give her some dignity, because there is a bit of a repeat there where, Nuck lies and says like, I just don't want your son's body laying in the middle of the street. I want you to be able
Mm.
to bury your child.
Oh, yeah.
Even
Okay.
He
enemies must show
definitely told her
respect.
that.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Even though his ass know what he did.
You know.
Yeah.
But the thing is like this element of, and we know that history of Black folks' bodies sort of just being left,
Yeah.
Yeah.
in spaces. So I think it was more of an emotional reaction. And then I think he was like, why would he call the police? This is a Black man that's been to jail.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the
And he
same thing we
also,
said.
it could look, he could be like, well, you had an alibi, you had somebody. It could still look crazy. Like, yo, I just came here and found her. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm her bodyguard. Like, but he also knows she's got like criminal activity. So he don't really
Yeah.
know. He clearly,
Yes.
he doesn't know who killed her. He has no idea, but he
Right.
knows something's up and he don't know who could have done it. And
Yeah.
so he's also not expecting like nobody to know. No, and so and a lot of people was like, oh, damn, the cops showed up. Like, the truth is, it's just sort of a matter of, and we'll get into that next season about like why the cops were
And
really
how they
coming.
show up. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
good, good,
So,
good.
but he decides to phone a friend on that one.
Yeah.
It is that thing. Somebody want to know who Kyle's sister is. We're gonna reveal that next season.
Oh, Angie's sister.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
Kyla,
good.
Angie. Yeah.
You know
We're
what?
gonna.
I just learned her name. I've been calling her Hannibal's wife, and she posted like a behind the scenes. I said, "Girl, that's your name, Angie."
Girl, that's
Angie.
your name. Hey, Angie.
Angie.
So we are gonna find out
Angie.
who her sister is.
We will, and
Good.
that's gonna be a really fun thing. We're gonna give her a whole family. That's all I'm gonna say.
If you need a sister, I'm
Okay,
just
here y'all go.
saying. Or
That's gonna
if
be
I could
crazy.
play her, I play something.
You could totally be Kyla Pratt's cousin for sure.
For
Okay, let's
sure.
You could
go.
be
I
Penny
For
Proud's cousin.
sure.
I could see
let's
I'm
that.
just
go.
trying to work at Smokies and make sure Damon don't never come and clock in.
Ah,
Yeah.
Damien. We gonna see too. Like,
Don't
You know,
come
I
here.
could be
Great
Damien's
hit. Like,
mama.
yo, let me pull back up, dog. Damien, but you know
Immediately
what?
no.
And we really got into the gambling shit, because that gambling shit is real.
We listen.
Yes. Yes.
That
And I
gambling
love that it
shit.
was an addiction, but it wasn't like your standard drug addiction. Because
Yeah.
Right.
everybody's a drug
I
addict. You know
like
what
that.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was just like, and I think that people kind of downplayed it because it's not like a substance, but it's like, no, his brain is literally wired to have an addiction. So every day for him, I'm trying to give him grace, but I want him out my face too. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of him.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
But
talking about.
it's still an addiction. You know what I mean? Like he's still struggling with it every day.
And that's the thing.
So
Yeah.
Like, how many times you watching any podcast that's geared toward Black men where they talking about sports and gambling?
Mm-hmm.
All
Mm-hmm.
of them.
It's a thing. It's like,
Oh
but also
yeah.
Yeah,
LA,
it's a
that's an
thing.
age old thing. I mean, like my grandmother was a light gambler. She would go to the casinos, do poker with her friends and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's a part of our culture, but it could also get a little dangerous if you're
yeah,
not
Yeah.
careful. You
for
may get into a
sure.
Yeah.
debt you can't pay back. But I think
Mm-hmm.
that's why he moved to Bali. I think he's afraid to call the police. And a lot of folks are like, and they have alibis. They really do. They know they didn't do anything. And but I love that we did have Victor say, no, what are you doing? What are you talking about? But that friendship is just like, now somebody said call him Tweedledee and Tweedledee.
I did because they are. Because if hold on, Vic Trigg. You came in there dressed like Trigg,
Big Trig
but
is
you acting like
crazy.
Vic. What are you doing?
He's caught. He
He's
caught.
caught.
But he also, they both shocked. They like, what? It's just a
I think
scary thing.
Victor
But
want
they
to leave
also
that
both
trig
of them have
life
been around
alone, but
dead
it
bodies.
just won't leave him alone. That's really
And
what
and,
we
and
see with him.
Victor's shit's about to get really real. I don't know why people think Luke leaving. Luke is like, if Luke was here right now, Luke was like, I'll be on the shy till it's done.
Yeah,
He's
No,
that
like,
was a
no.
joke.
that's
I
my
kept
guy.
telling people he ain't going
He ain't
nowhere.
going
Come on
nowhere.
now.
He ain't going
Yeah.
nowhere.
Not when you just walked out red-handed.
Yeah,
At
Literally.
all.
literally.
Literally.
Literally. But we
Yes.
also thought it was for a really, we thought too, we were like, we're television writers. So we're like, that's an interesting
Yeah,
ending.
let's
He
drop
Yeah.
them off
looking
on the
Yeah.
great.
highest cliff by their toenail. See y'all
Yeah,
in season 8. That's
yeah,
exactly what you did.
yeah, yeah. We gonna clean this
Yes.
up. Jesus Christ. I
Yeah.
See
gotta
y'all in
remember that.
season 8. Bye.
We really are like we are in the throes in the top half of the season 8 right now. So we just like, and we got some new characters for people always like they got new characters. I was like, it's gonna be new people, new faces. Because we also like introducing folks to new actors that you might not have seen, give folks
Yeah.
opportunities. Okay, here we
Oh,
go.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I
She
just
said
because
my kids can cook for themselves. They
I'm
can drive. They know how to turn the
which
TV
means I
on.
can leave them home, Lena.
Well, how old are your kids? I want to hear how old all four kids are. How old are they?
23,
Okay.
19. Actually, 19-year-old is about to be 20. So
Okay.
23, 20, 14, and 12.
Oh, okay.
They
So
don't
you still
need
got
mama. Mama can come to
Look, Mama still gonna be
12.
on
Chicago.
the shine.
Let me tell you something. But okay, you must have a different. Okay, I was a latchkey kid at 12. Because we had just bought. Because everybody trying to play me like, oh, you ain't. I'm like, no, I didn't move to Evanston until I was 12. Okay, the first
Yeah.
12 years, Southside Chicago in my grandmother's basement. Don't play me.
Uh,
Um, but 12 was interesting because I wasn't in my grandmother's house anymore, and that was our go-to babysitter. So I was having to start learning how to make a grilled cheese and I turn the TV on by myself.
oh, air fryers are wonderful
Yeah.
for kids.
Yeah.
You
Mine was
can put
tuna
the
fish.
my baby and look, my 12 year
Mine was
old.
tuna
So
fish.
so my husband went to culinary school. He's like the chef, right? So
Oh, okay.
Shout out
so
to Darnell.
my baby, the 12-year-old, he's kind of took that on. Like he'll be in here making his own sauces and everything. So
Sauce.
Lena, my kids are good if
Listen,
I
kids
need
are
Okay.
to come to
fine.
Chicago.
The dad can watch them as well. They gonna come.
He's
They got their own
fine.
key.
He's got this. That's what FaceTime is for. I will FaceTime them from Chicago.
You like mama
Lena,
Lena.
living
fuck
her life.
these
We
kids,
trying to be
okay?
on
Mama's
season
Fuck
living her
these
8,
life.
Lena.
You
kids.
gonna
I'm
come back? Okay,
good.
we don't want it to be EJ and Tiff when you go home, and and your son's not listening to you. But we
No,
gonna figure
mine
this
are
out.
fine. Mine are
Oh,
fine. Trust
Oh
me.
my
okay,
God.
okay. But
EJ
you
and
tell him to
Tiff
do
is
something. He's like,
crazy.
I ain't seen you in
Yeah,
3 months.
I can look, I'll come off set for a second.
Listen,
You
Lena.
better
Okay.
get your
We're
ass
all
in that bed.
in.
And
We're a
then
part
I'm
of the
back.
Shaw family
And then I'm
anyway.
back.
We
I'm
already
back.
a part of
I'm
the Shaw family.
good. We got to figure this out. We got to figure it out. We got to figure it out.
Listen,
Yo, let's just like look. I want to keep it going. I don't want to tell you how many seasons we want to go, but we gonna
whatever,
stay on
Oh,
however
that
we
many,
gonna
grind.
we
ride
gonna be
this
right
thing
Yeah, we
out.
here.
gonna keep going. We
Right
gonna ride.
here.
I
We
know.
right here. We
Because
right here, girl.
congratulations on being the longest black running show on a what it's a
Premium cable
premium.
streamer.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Congratulations. So we are going
Yeah.
to keep that going.
Come
Yes.
on.
Yes.
I
Yes.
appreciate it. Let's see if we can beat Shameless. That's all I'll say.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
The
go.
We
writers,
got this. We
the
got this. We
Avengers
got
level writing room that you have, y'all are
Yeah.
fine. Y'all are fine. Please. You assemble the Avengers in there and just go crazy. And you know what?
Yes,
Hell yeah.
look, we grateful for. I knew we got Wendy Raquel Robinson, who I was texting with
hmm
today. She's amazing. Obviously, Karuch. We killing on. We just also our girl, Reagan Gomez from
Mm-hmm.
Parenthood. Like we're
Yeah.
really grateful to be able to obviously Miss Felicia Rashad, the great, Lynn Whitfield. We've just been really blessed to have so many amazing
Yeah.
folks pull up. We also want to get more scenes of Jackie Long and Jason Weaver together.
Yeah.
It's just we got some stuff cooking. And we already know what we want the season premiere to
Thank
be for season 9. And it's some shit. It's some shit. It's some shit. But we got some shit. We got some shit coming.
you do.
And we Lord, we just gonna try to get through 804. 804, trying to take it
Y'all
down.
got it. You got it.
Yes,
Hey.
yes, we just gotta get it right so we can set up
Yeah.
805. And when y'all see 805, y'all gonna be like, let's refer back to this live.
Right. Right. Right.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Cause yeah, look, here's what I'll say in season 8. Somebody gonna die. Somebody gonna die. Somebody gonna die.
Do you
And
want
Ah!
us to be
like
bald headed around the
it's
front? Because that's what it
can't
is.
say, but somebody gonna die. And I actually
Is
wasn't
it
with
like
it.
a major person?
I actually wasn't with it. I was like, no. I was like, no.
Really?
And I was like, and then I was like, yeah, fair. So, and look, we haven't because we haven't talked to the actors yet because we're still writing, but we will, and they also the actors are always so cool. Like Iman Shump said, he was like, it's an honor to die on the shy, and it's like so we
You
always
know what?
respect that. It's like
I mean,
real
Hell.
shit.
I can die too, Lena. I can die too.
Yeah,
I'm
Hold
look,
on
okay.
now.
don't
Hold
look, y'all
on.
just
No,
gonna be
I'm just
chilling,
saying, like,
smoking,
whatever
eating.
if I'm at
Y'all ain't
Smokies,
dying.
I'm
Nobody's
just,
killing
no, I can die on the
Don't kill.
shy
I don't want
too.
to die.
I'm not killing y'all.
I
Y'all,
don't
if
want
y'all
to
come
die
on
on the
with me,
Oh,
shy.
you're not
okay,
getting killed.
okay,
Okay,
okay.
sorry.
I appreciate that. But I'm just
Nah,
saying, whatever you need.
Your willingness, 10 out of
I
10.
ride
I don't want to die
hard.
on the shy, sister.
Cause
I'm
y'all
going to tell
don't
you.
understand.
y'all
Y'all
not.
understand. I
Nobody's
have been
pouring ketchup on y'all.
manifesting. I've
Nobody's
been
pouring
writing
ketchup
in
on
manner.
y'all.
I'm not playing about this. I told God, hey, look, I put it.
This
Don't
lady said,
play.
I will die on the shy.
I will
Hey,
die on the I'm
period.
not doing
Wrap
I
this
me
with
up
won't.
in
y'all.
the saran wrap. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not doing this with them.
Kim,
Okay.
not
They not
today.
gonna RIP. I'm not
I'm
RIP.
We're
just
I
trying
not
to
pour
shoot.
doing
gas.
I'm just
that.
trying to shoot my shot by any
I'm
means
And you
just
know
necessary.
saying.
what? Hell yeah, but hell no at the same time for real.
Absolutely not. Nah, y'all. I just it's yeah, because the writers are
So
more ruthless than me. I'm
I
like,
just have a
damn.
question like, as far as the writing goes, what's the process? Is like, do you have like an end goal, what you know that you want to get to in the season, and then y'all just kind of go from there, or?
We do we pitch the season to the studio and network at the top, like about what we want to do, but we keep it light because we have to leave room for the divine.
Yeah.
Okay.
We really do, and anything can happen. This season is different because we're writing now. We don't film until next year. We start
Okay.
prepping
Mm-hmm.
in December. We film January through May, obviously in Chicago, and so we're writing episodes now, and so we're also being very much like better not no actor be like I'm busy. I gotta do this. Da, da, da. We like
You
y'all.
better not be.
Yeah.
Come on, because I'm gonna be doing a play in Baltimore from February 12th through March 23rd.
Oh,
So
you coming
Okay.
out here? I'm gonna have to come out. I'm gonna
come
have to come
through.
see
Y'all better
that.
come through.
Yeah.
Trinity, Baltimore Center Stage. I want to
When
see
is
all
it?
y'all there.
February?
Okay.
February 12th through March 23rd
Oh
in
yeah. Well, let me just.
Baltimore.
I just got to get a plane ticket. It ain't nothing. We'll be there.
Yeah,
Yes,
come out.
Say no
yes.
You
more.
girl, you stay at my house. You be all right. Come on.
And Will,
Let's
your
go.
Yeah.
son making sauces and stuff. Yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah.
Not her son cooking for y'all.
Why not?
You're like,
He will. He
let's get
will.
him.
Why
The air
not?
fryer is popping.
I have
Yeah,
never
so
heard a 12-year-old making sauces. I need to experience that.
He said, "Mommy, we don't have no honey mustard, but I got it." Okay,
You
oh,
see what
sir.
I'm saying? Period.
so you need to be given the parenting lessons about what to do because this is self-sufficient children. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing a play. I already know what's gonna happen because this is what God do. God gonna test you, so you have a testimony. But I'll tell you, I know I'm gonna be like walking on the stage. They're gonna be like, "Oh, so and so has an audition. They got to go here." I'm like, "Okay, so we got to rewrite. We got to da da
We
da
got
da da da
yeah.
da."
Mm-hmm.
It just is what it is. So. But and so that's the thing. Even once we write these episodes, we don't feel good. But I'm even having them go back into the first couple episodes. I said, "Oh, let's do this." So we do this in an 804, then we got to adjust 2 and 3
Hmm.
in small ways. And so the writers was like, okay, cool, go back. So it really is like a freaking a damn puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
And look, and sometimes you do like, oh shit, we've got, oh okay, hold that person, okay, oh that's his cousin. So it's a whole map of things, and we try to just like keep up. We got a Bible. We rewatch old seasons and kind of put, like connect the dots, and
Yeah, we can tell.
yeah,
We can
it's like it's
tell.
a novel. It's a novel, and we're grateful to the Shy fam because y'all are a part of it, truly. And that's the thing. The commentary is a part of the legacy, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes what I also love too. I totally, if I hear a comment or I hear something or a conversation, we put it in the show. I know y'all can feel it. Like y'all be like, oh,
Yeah.
we talked about that, and now they saying it in there. We're like, we rather run toward it than let it be a pink elephant in the room we don't address.
Yeah.
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 That's
Yeah.
amazing.
So I said Hannibal's in two shows. Yeah, and yeah, Chris Lee, my guy, he was on Broadway, you know, doing Hell's Kitchen,
Wow.
and now he's in Trackers. And he hit me too the other day. He was like, "You need me for season 8?" Like Candy will hit me like, "Yo, what's up? I'm figuring out my schedule because it's scheduling is the devil. That
Yeah.
is the devil.
Cause the way
Okay.
Rosalind popped in and shook up the scene, baby, you gotta be in season 8. You still
Mm-hmm.
gotta kill
Yeah.
Nuck.
Yeah.
Cause
Look,
Yeah.
I think she's gonna pack up Nuck. That's my
I
theory.
think I think it's gonna. We've been trying to figure out our predictions. I think it's gonna be a war, and I would love to see a war with Nuck and Ali. And you know, I don't like Bacardi. Okay, yes, I call him
you
Bacardi.
calling this boy Bacardi is
It's just
hilarious.
insanity, and I love
Everybody
it.
loves Bakari. Nobody wants Bakari to die.
I
Nobody.
know.
Somebody asked if Bakari's sister's coming back, and I'm gonna say no. I can't. I can't. I complete the fifth for now.
She's
Period.
fine. Let her go make music.
That
She's
girl
But
all
is
I
from
don't
New
right.
know. I don't
York.
know. I don't know. I
Please.
don't know. I don't know. You never
But
know.
if she came back, because see, we our predictions, we don't think Nuck is going to let Bakari go in the way Bakari wants to be let go. Because now you got Rosalind on his head and he needs his number two. That
Yeah.
ain't really his number two.
But it's his number 2 by force. I also
Yes.
think that Tiff is going to be looked at as a suspect. It's chaotic,
Yeah,
but just
she's
ride
big
with
on
me.
yeah.
Because you got to just look at the timeline. Her baby daddy mysteriously dies. We know how he died, but they don't know how he died. You
Yeah.
sign this paperwork giving everything to you, and then, yeah, she did it.
Here's what I will tell you. I'm gonna reveal this, and then I gotta get back to the writers' room. There was a thing I was gonna do, but I went against it.
Okay.
I went against it. It also was too hard to make sense of. But I was like, what if like Tiff like was a part of Alicia. But I was like, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I'd rather it be this is just her destiny versus her
Yeah.
Yeah.
having something to do with it. But Tip, everybody is ready for her Queen Pin era,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna it's coming. It's
Oh,
coming.
I felt that. I felt that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's
Yeah.
coming.
She's
I
been through
felt that.
enough.
Cause
I can
I'll
see
just
the
say this:
shift.
she gonna be in that house. That's her
Oh,
house.
I know she is. What I say? She gonna be sipping that shot tea on them stacks.
We already told production
Please.
design we were like make it like it's gonna get a little Tiff remix. Like what would Tiff's career? What would she do with it?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
And so
yeah.
can you imagine like that just being your house and you have a baby and like you got to figure out what's up? You trying to get your other son back and like the question is does he want you back?
Does he want you
Mm,
back?
mm,
Cause now I don't
You know
know.
you got the world and now it's like but have you lost your soul?
Ooh.
mm.
See,
I'm finna
see,
be
see.
bald
Look at this.
headed.
Look at this. Y'all got to. This is I've said too much, but not enough.
Not
You see
enough.
what
You
I'm
said,
saying? Now
I
we
get.
on another cliffhanger. Thank you. Thank you,
yeah.
Lena Brene. Thank you.
You got us stressed.
I love both of y'all so much. Y'all are just like the realest. Like I really do feel it's such an interesting relationship. It's I don't refer to the people that watch the show as our audience or as our fans. I really do say Shy family because it really feels like we're family. It feels
Yeah.
like we're cousins,
Yeah.
we're real,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
and like we could break bread. Like when I saw y'all's thing, because I do have someone that like runs the account because I'll be running around and
Yeah.
Marquis sent me. He's like they always Marquis Pfeiffer, show love. He always sends me y'all's video. He like send me stuff. He send me
Ah,
text
thank
me,
you.
and I'm just like, oh my god, this is amazing because he wants to make sure he's like, I want you to hear what your family is saying, what they feeling, and they being funny, and you guys are artists in your own right. You
Yeah.
when it
Thank
comes
And
to
you
your
you.
deserve
artists,
your
I
flowers
admire.
while you're here to fill them too.
Yo,
Yeah.
I fuck with y'all. I fuck with all of our Shy family, just like any family members. Like people leave the family for a bit and then come back for
Yep.
Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yep.
Or but they always family. No matter how far you roam, like you always connected. Even somebody watched one season of the show, left and never
Yeah.
came back. It's like you
Yeah.
were part of the Shy family for your whole life. And so it's about like how do we want to show up for each other? How do we want to be in community? And
Yeah.
y'all really show up. And I think you can even see that the way y'all show up, the way Paramount, shout out to Paramount, Showtime, they show up for us as a show, but they also show up for y'all too,
Yeah.
in terms of making sure that promo is there, and when we turn on Paramount Plus, that app, we see, where do you see the Shy in that top 10,
Right there.
always, like,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? And
Big.
so we're letting them know, hey, we're a part of your brand, Paramount Plus, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And we see you as a part of our family. So
Yeah.
we gotta keep it going, because you're right. It's like a lot of our shows, get the short end of the stick. They get canceled prematurely.
Yeah.
And, we're, like I said, we're writing season 8. We're ready for season 9, and so on and so on and so on.
Yeah.
And so just know that, like, I love y'all. I'm grateful for y'all. I wouldn't be here without y'all. I need y'all. We need each other. And we
Yep.
have to really link arms. And that's why I told Marquise, I was like, I love it. They've come together. I love it because y'all are stronger together. Because versus
Yeah.
y'all just
Yeah.
We
doing y'all
definitely
own
are.
reviews or whatever, it's like, no, we're gonna come
Yeah.
together. We're gonna build this friendship. And that's why I was like, oh, I gotta sit with both of them. The actors came and sat with y'all, and like it
Yeah.
just so we it's reciprocal.
Yeah.
Well,
And we
I
feel it.
just, yeah, I just want to say on behalf, and I know my girl, Lady L, will definitely attest to this. Like, thank you for seeing us
Mm.
because, we both started, we've never met in person, me and Lady L. Like,
Woo!
we literally met on social media
Yep.
because I
Wow.
saw her do a video and we started, we both just started following
Mm-hmm.
each other. But the connection that we've had with each other and the love that we have for these shows.
My for
So
lifer right there.
yeah,
Yeah.
so this my girl. So the fact that we've come together to do this and you see us, because to be sitting down and having a conversation with Lena Waithe, who I have admired from not just the Shy, like your projects, period.
Yeah.
This shows that we are on the right path, that
Yes.
God has really,
Yes.
put his hand
Mm.
on what we're doing.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
we
Yep.
just
Yep.
appreciate you. We appreciate the rest of the cast, everybody, just for seeing, like, you see us.
Yeah.
And
For
that's what
sure.
we do, what we love. And y'all
Yeah.
seeing us means the world to us.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That means so
And
much.
we'll
Lady
be
L,
here
get your
while you
last
snatch our
word.
edges on
Every
TV,
every
on the
day.
stage.
Yes.
We're coming in February as you step
Yeah.
into your thespian era. Like, we're here for it. We
Yes.
love it. And yeah, you're important. You're needed. What you're doing is amazing. And just keep doing it. Keep building
Mm.
what you're building. And we gonna be right here with you.
I
Yep.
appreciate y'all. Y'all need it too. We need y'all. I tell people all
Hmm.
the time, like the way shows survive is a matter of how loud and loyal their audiences are.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's really what it is. We
We put
need
on
folks to be
funeral
like,
attire for you.
We did. Literally.
My
I
girl
mean,
burnt the candle for
I had a
you.
Bloody Mary candle, but it's
The
fine. It lit up.
Yeah,
that
that's
you with the damn iPad and that
It
shit. Oh,
listen. That girl said Alexa.
The funny
Alexa.
thing is, we were on the phone with each other the day before. I said, I ordered some stuff." She said, "Oh, mine's coming tomorrow." I
Yeah.
said, "Bet." Okay.
Hmm.
Can y'all make sure y'all document when y'all do meet for the first time, please?
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, yes,
So
Yes.
we all
absolutely.
can relish and
Yeah.
For
enjoy.
sure.
Okay? Because that's what it is. Folks be saying no new friends. Like, nah, you never
Nah.
know who you gonna
Nah.
meet.
Yeah.
This my girl. This my girl. I
Yeah.
ride hard for her.
I
Yeah.
For
love this.
sure.
Yeah.
And you're bonding over art. You're bonding over,
Yeah.
Yes.
it's like that is the best when you can like
Yes.
bond with somebody over like a shared passion,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and it's positive. I'm
And
all
it's no
about
competition.
positivity.
That's
It's
what
no
I
No.
love.
competition.
Yeah. There's no
Like,
ego in it.
I
Yeah.
ride for her. I don't care. And I tell her this behind the scenes and in front of people. Where I go, she goes.
And
So
vice versa. Yeah.
if I end up on the Shy, she's coming with
I'm right
me.
there. We
Okay.
welcome to Smokies. How can I help you today?
We a package
Thank you.
duo.
What you
Thank you.
want? Okay,
Package.
period.
Cheese dip. Got it. I gotta do the Smokies pop up. I gotta figure that out. So it's gonna take me a bit. Y'all keep watching and stay tuned. Keep going up for the show so we can eventually get them to pay
Oh yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
to come to Chicago. but we do a Smokies pop up, and we just got to eat good, be outside in the summer. You know, what I'm saying, smoking,
Our own
eating
block
good.
party. Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah.
Okay. Say less. Say less. You see the wheels spinning because I'm
I
just like
see
Uh-huh.
it.
that.
And whatever you
Okay.
need from us, we
Look.
there.
We
We
right
there.
here. Just hit us.
Okay.
We
We
got
gotta
you.
do this. Can you think about like all the Shy family people? Like we do a weekend. We do like our own sort of like little mini taste of Chicago
It
to
would
let
be chaotic and
all
so
the
much
folk know.
fun.
All the
It would be
folks know.
so
We'll
fun.
get a
Yes.
DJ, like really get some folks out there, get a bunch of black
And
businesses.
don't hate on the cheese dip, Jackie.
Look,
The
I'm a person that enjoys a cheese dip. Okay, I
cheese
like
dip
a.
sound fire.
Yeah.
Come on, don't play me. If I'm at Red Lobster, I'm gonna do that crab cheese dip situation and just get a
Uh-huh.
crab boil.
Let
Uh-huh.
me get that.
And I got
Yep.
some coming for
Yep.
y'all. They had some Shy hats they was giving away at the Martha's Vineyard screening, so I told them to send me a bunch. So just y'all stay tuned. I know y'all
Okay.
got y'all.
Oh,
So look
okay.
out, look out, look out, look out. I ain't even got
Thank
mine
you.
yet, but I want to make sure I look out for y'all. And some other
Okay.
recappers I see on YouTube. You know, I'm gonna get like 10 of these hats. So I'm gonna parse them out very particular. You know, but y'all
Yeah.
got two. Y'all got two coming. So I
Thank
Period.
you.
appreciate y'all
Thank
so
you.
much. It's the least I can do. It's the least. I can't wait to meet y'all in the flesh. That's what I'm saying.
You
We
Yes.
need
got to do
hats
this
after
Shy
you made
block
us
party.
bald. Look.
Please, your edges is laid,
Mine is it mine is
After
in the
ready.
you tore
braids, so
us apart,
I'm okay right
My
now.
edges need to. I'm like over here growing it out. I'm struggling.
but
I need
you're
to get my hair
working.
rebreaded. Right, my rebraid. I gotta get a cut. You get me. I said, why am
Mm-hmm.
I doing a live before I get my hair rebraided and before I get a cut? I'm growing my
Because you're
sides
committed to the
out. It's a
plot.
situation. It's like because I've been like swimming. It's summertime. I'm just
It's
like
summertime.
I'm out
Please.
here. Okay, I'm just trying to figure it out. But I'm literally getting my hair braided. Like after I'm gonna get back to the usual regularly scheduled
Yeah.
program with this hair
Mm.
because it's we out here. It's summertime.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
summertime, you grinding. Listen, it's
Yeah.
okay.
I'm working. I'm working.
Period.
Yes.
You know what it is.
Yeah.
Y'all, I love
Mhm.
y'all. This has been amazing.
We
Love you
love you
too.
too. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
There's
you.
no
Thank you.
thank you
Thank you.
necessary.
This,
When
Nah.
you
this
make art like that, please,
Yeah.
please
gratitude is always a necessity.
Yeah.
listen.
You make it
Art
easy.
is a necessity. You just keep doing what you're doing, and we gonna keep
Mm-hmm.
doing what we doing, and we gonna do it together. And I'm gonna be at Smokies asking people what they want. What number? What you want? Welcome to Smokies.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
And I'm ready to be Damien's mama. I'm ready to come
Oh,
check him.
Damien in trouble.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I
Damien
gotta
is
figure
in
out what we
trouble.
doing with Davey, and we gotta figure that out. We got let's see
Please.
what's up with Brett Gray's schedule. Okay, I was
He
texting
better
Yeah.
him.
be lucky we
Yeah.
like Zuri, because that's the only thing that's saving him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Is the
we
heart of a
love
woman.
Karuchi. We love Karuchi.
Yeah.
The only thing that's
I
saving
love
him is the
her.
heart of a woman. That's
There.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'll be here all day with y'all.
I know, seriously. Okay, lady, you gotta go finish
Okay,
writing.
Lena, go
I'm
be great.
out.
All
I'll
right,
be on what's the
bye.
hit. If I hit
Bye.
this, okay, peace. I'm leaving.
Not
I
you don't
love
know how to
y'all. I
leave
know
the
y'all gonna
Love
live.
love
you
this.
too. Thank
Thank you everybody for
you.
pulling up. You got 84, 85 people in here. Thank y'all for sticking with us and just rocking with us and laughing with us and joking with
Yes.
us. All right, I'm gonna go back get my hair braided and get some writing done. I love y'all.
Okay.
Period.
Peace. Bye.
Bye.